The petrol tax has just been raised. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee and well, let's have a look at the increase in the petrol tax. Isn't it funny? It's interesting. We've had all these issues and political bullshit about the stage 3 tax cut changes. Albo lied through his teeth to all of us, so a whole generation gets to experience why we don't trust politicians, and particularly we don't trust Labour. But it's funny that the way they hoover money out of it, that can be automatically indexed every year so efficiently, but the rates that we're paying tax on aren't. That should be indexed too, shouldn't it? You know, why not? If they can do it for this, they can do it for the other thing. But anyway, guys, I know, it's a cost of living crisis. Everyone is worried. We're hearing all the stories about the politicians going after the greedy, bloody Calls and Woolies. I mean, okay, come on. Seriously. So I hope you're happy that Albo lied. You got your $15 extra a week and you're going to be paying hundreds more over the year on your petrol bill. Isn't that awesome? Because remember, this tax flows through to everything else we deal with. So, excise duty rates for fuel and petroleum products. Oh, there we go. I thought we'd have a look at this. This is from the ATO, the Australian Government Australian Taxation Office, updated on the 31st of January 2024. So, the following tables list fuel and petroleum products and the excise duty rates that apply to them. They are a simplified version of the schedule to the Excise Tariff Act 1921. Excise rates are expressed per litre, kilometre or kilogram of product for fuel and petroleum products, including gaseous fuels. So, here's the thing. The reason why they tax all of this stuff, and well, apparently for some time, well, no, the act is considered for some time, it's because they're sticky. Okay, you're gonna have to buy your petrol, even if the excise is going up, you're not going to suddenly change and not buy the petrol to get to work. You're going to have to do it. Same thing with all the sin taxes, all the taxes on alcohol and smokes. Oh boy. So, the tax law indexes the excise duty rates for fuel and petroleum products other than aviation fuels and certain petroleum-based products twice a year. Twice a year. So not even yearly, 2 times a year. Maybe they should do that with all our other tax rates, huh? Based on the upward movement of the CPI. Oh, so only the upward movement? What about the downward movement? Does it ever go down? That's a question for you guys. If any of you know if this has ever gone down in the history of our country, please let me know. The ABS is responsible for determining and publishing the CPI on or before the last Wednesday of the month following the relevant quarter. We can see the current info on their website. Usually indexation occurs on the 1st of February and 1st of August. However, when the ABS do not publish the CPI figures at least 5 days before the indexation day, under the law, indexation day is effectively pushed back to the 5th day after publication. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Why can't they do this for income tax brackets? I know why they don't want to do it, because they want to keep the money flowing in, because they want to pay for all the promises they give us all. As CPI for this quarter will only be published in late January, indexation day is delayed. The table below reflects future release dates and the relevant indexation days. So, indexation day, date of publication, okay, is the 5th of February. So we've still got a couple of days, guys. Then the 5th of August and the 3rd of February. Oh, look, they're planning for 2025. The CPI indexation factor for rates from 5th of February 2024 is 1.018. How do they know that if the data... Oh, well, doesn't matter. Excise duty rates also increase in July each year for biodiesel. See, even the hippies don't get away from it. From March 30th to the 28th of September 22, the excise and excise equivalent customs duty rates for petrol, diesel, and other fuels and petroleum-based products, except aviation fuels, were temporarily reduced. How about we make that a permanent reduction? You know, why not? Why not? Let's do that. You want to save some money? Just you want to get more money in people's hands so the cost of living doesn't sting? Why don't you look at this excise? It's a consumption tax, and that's the thing. In some regards, it's really unfair because the people who have less money or less disposable income probably need to spend, a fair bit driving to work. Maybe even if they live further away from their place of employment, because I don't know, houses cost a shitload close to where they work, so they have to live further away. I don't know, guys. Am I just getting too old and cynical for all of this? I think I am. I really think I do. The excise duty rate, it is excess, may also change due to other law changes. So, fuel is everything listed in item 10, see table 1, but excludes goods listed in item 15, waxes and bitumen. In Australia, gasoline is more commonly referred to as petrol. So here's the description. The unit cost $1 per litre of petroleum condensate. So from the 1st of August to the 4th of February 2024, it was $0.488, so 48.8 cents. And then it's going up to, from the 5th of February, 49.6 cents. So say you're paying $2 a litre, which sadly is becoming quite common. That's how much is part of it is tax. Unless I'm misunderstanding something here. Isn't that awesome, guys? Isn't that a lot? Did you realize that? It should be listed as a separate line item on your receipt. How much goes to the petrol company, the oil company, and how much is taken as a tax. It should be listed as petrol tax, not levy, tax, not excise, tax. All of these things should be called tax. Simplify it. Well, no, they don't want to simplify it. They want to hide everything so people don't realize. They don't realize. So you get a bunch of idiots voting in, Labour because it'll take care of them, where if anything, it's worse than what we've had before. Enjoy that $15 a week, guys. Might make a dent in your petrol costs. Stabilized crude petroleum oil, 49.6. Topped crude petroleum oil, 49.6 cents. Gasoline, other than for use as fuel in aircraft, 49.6. Gasoline for use as fuel in aircraft. Okay, so they get a deal, huh? 0.3556. Blends of gasoline and ethanol. The amount of duty worked out under Section 6G using that per litre. Okay, it's the same thing. It's going up. Diesel as well, going up. Blends of diesel and biodiesel are going up again. Heating oil going up. Kerosene going up, other than for planes. Kerosene in aircraft, they get only paying 3 cents. Why are the airlines not paying this? Why is your average bloody Joe driving to his 7-Eleven to get his $2 coffee on the way to Hammer Bar and having to pay it? People just love being taxed, don't they? Fuel oil up. LPG up. Yeah, I mean, it just keeps going on, guys. It just keeps going on. Let's have a little chat about this one, eh? So, congratulations, guys. Enjoy. Fill up the tank for the next 2 days. You'll save yourself that cent in tax. You may not think it's very much, and you'll see people simping for the Labour government, and Liberals are just as bad, but at least they reduced it, even if it was only temporary. Shows it can be done. They'll be simping and going, oh, it's only 1 cent. Why can't you afford it? If you're too poor to drive around, you shouldn't drive around. Do people love paying tax? Do they like it? Do they think that these bureaucrats and politicians, I mean, have they had interactions with them that fills them with enough confidence that they're able to handle their money more than the average Aussie? Aren't we in a cost of living crisis here? People are struggling. Okay, they're putting it all on the banks and the grocery stores and all this other. That's all bullshit. That is theoretical bullshit. No one believes that. Anyone who's got a sense understands that all of these hidden taxes are eating much more than people realize. Maybe the government needs to start looking at where we can cut significant bureaucracies to try and save money to reduce the burden that they place on us. That's such a revolutionary concept. I don't think many Australians would even dare to think that. How do we educate a younger generation to change their mind? We need to reduce the burden on the average Aussie, because then it's going to make housing more affordable for them and more within their means if the government wasn't hoovering up all their money. But maybe that's what they want. You know, they want an indebted, dullard populace frantically working to get the meager lifestyle that reminds them of what their parents had, so they'll behave. What do you think? Anyway, guys, take care. Have a great weekend. And, fill up that tank before the 5th. I'll see you next time.